Hi everyone, my name is Angie. Welcome back to The Vegan Ohio, and today we're talking about 5 things every vegan should know how to do. Let's dive right in. The first thing that every vegan should know how to do is how to assemble a meal. Now, I very specifically say assemble because you do not need to know how to cook. If you don't feel comfortable cooking and you have no desire to learn how to cook, like my husband, then you just need to learn how to build a meal. You can just start by making a smoothie or making something as simple as that. It's also really great nowadays because there's so many vegan alternatives out there that are already made for you that you can just buy right up in the store. So yeah, you don't have to learn how to cook, just how to assemble a meal. Just as a baseline, make sure at least half of your meal is, healthy, what is considered healthy. So something fresh like vegetables, fruits, some type of salad. So just learn how to assemble that meal. Also, if you don't know how to cook already and you want to learn how to cook, I recommend starting with one of your favorite ingredients or one of your favorite meals that you used to love as a non-vegan. Find a recipe, there's tons of them all over the internet. Find a recipe that veganizes your favorite dish and learn how to make it. The second thing that you need to know how to do as a vegan is how to order at a restaurant. Now, this can depend on whether you're going to like a sit-down restaurant or a fast food restaurant, takeout restaurant. Thankfully, a lot of restaurants now say if something's vegan or vegetarian on their menu. But if you do not know, always just have the policy of asking. Don't be scared to ask if you can get this without butter or this without whatever is non-vegan that usually comes in it. Don't be afraid to ask, and also call ahead of time too and see if the cooks can make you something that works with the vegan diet. Also, my other tip with this is to just keep it simple. Get that side of like broccoli, get the salad without the cheese. Keep it simple, and yeah. As far as fast food, I like to stick to places where it's customizable from the get-go. So like you could just build it as you're there or build it through whatever online ordering system you're using. So that's what I like to do there, because then you have like complete control over what you're adding to your bowl or your meal or whatever you're getting. The third thing that every vegan should know how to do is how to look at research. Now, I myself am no pro at this. Thankfully, there's a lot of great vegan doctors and scientists that are out there doing all the hard work for us, going through all of the research and translating it into proper English for us all. One of my favorite is Dr. Michael Greger from nutritionfacts.org. I'll leave a link to their website in the description below. But they are awesome. They have the answers to any question you could possibly have about a vegan diet. But yeah, I know personally that I want to get better at this, like going into the research myself and kind of deciphering it and figuring things out on my own. It's great to take ownership of knowledge and facts. So make sure you do that. Every vegan should know how to do that. The fourth thing that every vegan should know how to do is how to treat your fellow humans with dignity and respect. Now, this is something that everyone should be doing, but I wanted to include this in this list because as a vegan, sometimes we forget that we used to be just like our non-vegan friends and family, and we forget that we used to think like they did. And if we show them respect and honesty and dignity, then they're all that more likely to understand where you're coming from and not be angry at you when you're trying to like wave a fork of lettuce at them. Like, you need to eat this. No one likes to be treated that way. So just, make sure whenever you interact with anyone, even if they're not giving you respect, make sure you always take a deep breath, respond to them in a way of respect. because what you do is totally your responsibility. What someone else does is their responsibility. So take ownership of how you treat other people, because as a vegan, we want to treat animals better. We should also want to treat people better. The fifth and final thing that every vegan should know how to do is how to allow change and growth. Now, I know as a vegan, you've already changed a whole lot of things in your life, probably. I know I have. But we can't just stop there. We have to keep continuing to grow, especially as related to research and our knowledge base on a vegan lifestyle. And there's so much new research coming out all the time. And we need to learn and grow from that and not be stuck in our ways. I will say that when I first became vegan, I ate completely different than what I do now. And I think that's just because I've learned so many things in this journey. Always look at life as an opportunity to learn something new and allow yourself to be open to change. You need to be totally open to new information and be willing to change as a person because of it. And I'm not saying like allow everything to persuade you to do the thing that they're trying to persuade you to do. Okay? Like, you have to go back to your roots on why you became vegan. And if this new information doesn't align with that, that's okay. Like, you don't have to take it in. You can just observe it, you know? And maybe one day that information will align with you, and you can always go back to it and use it in your life. I think we should normalize change, because honestly, change is the only, as they say, change is the only constant in this world. And if we as humans don't allow change to happen, then we don't grow. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. That was the 5 things that every vegan should know how to do. I hope you learned something, got inspired to try one of these things. Hopefully you go find a recipe that you want to veganize and learn how to cook if you don't already know how. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment down below if you liked what you saw here. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you soon.